Well, look what just came out about murdered Muslim teen whose death was blamed on conservatives. Throughout a bloody week of attacks on conservatives by liberals seeking vengeance for losing the election and spreading the truth, Democrats were strangely silent about the senseless bloodshed. Then, the start of the following week was marked by the murder of a Muslim teen in Virginia, and the left immediately found something to talk about and started screaming that it was President Donald Trump and his supporters' faults that she was killed. Less than 24 hours later, some unfortunate facts have emerged that have rendered the left silent once again. The 17-year-old Fairfax County, Virginia girl, Nabra Hassanen, had been at an hours-long prayer ritual at her local Muslim center when she left to go home and never made it there. Hassanen was reportedly walking with a group of about 15 other Muslims her age, heading back to their houses on Sunday, when Darwin Martinez Torres drove up alongside them and jumped the curb in an attempted attack of a style all too familiar recently within terrorism. He proceeded to get out of the car and began arguing with one of the teens on a bike when Torres became so enraged that he grabbed a baseball bat and began swinging. Hassanen was on the receiving end of that weapon, having received a fatal blow to the skull when Torres hauled her body off to hide the evidence someplace unknown, at the time in Loudoun County. Hassanen, whose body was found in a pond around 3 p.m. Sunday in Sterling, Virginia, died from blunt force trauma to the upper body, ABC News reports. New reports released today state that investigators believe the slain teen was also raped before her body was dumped and left in the pond. However, that's not all that has since come out with the investigation, which surely doesn't fit the liberals' narrative that they immediately ran within the hours since her murder. Now, it's clear as to why the left is so quiet. Despite the claim that this was a hate crime and Hassanen's blood was on President Trump's hands for inciting such violence against Muslims in America, officials with ICE just delivered some bad to these divisive liberals. The crime was actually committed by an illegal immigrant. ICE said in a statement Monday that they have filed a detainer on Torres, a citizen of El Salvador, for potential deportation as he is believed to be in the U.S. illegally, ABC News reports. The claim that it was Trump or one of his supporters who did this to the teen was made before a single fact was known about the culprit in this case. They were quick to assume, which is ironic in the least since conservatives are always accused by the left for doing just that when calling an attack terrorism before authorities declare it as such. InfoWars reports. President and co-founder of the New Agenda Amy Siskin tweeted yesterday, "It appears that real Donald Trump is also going to turn a blind eye to a white man kidnapping and murdering a 17-year-old Muslim woman in our country. Trump's hatred and bigotry are ripping the fabric of our country apart," she added. Without even acknowledging the obvious that his picture proves he isn't white, Siskin didn't care about facts since that would get in the way of her propaganda mission. Paul Joseph Watson with InfoWars even challenged her on these alternative facts, as the left likes to say, for which she responded like a dishonest coward always does, by blocking Watson and deleting her original dishonest tweet. She didn't even bother to correct herself to him or the public, let alone apologize for jumping to conclusions. The blame game on our president came from more than Siskin, as InfoWars pointed out. Trump was also criticized by the left-wing independent newspaper for failing to address the murder of a Muslim teenager in Virginia. In an article in The Atlantic entitled "Muslims Feel Under Siege," writer Emma Green tied Hassanen's murder into a larger narrative alleging a wave of Islamophobia sweeping the West. One wonders whether Green will be writing a follow-up now it's confirmed that the murderer was a non-white illegal immigrant. As long as they are looking to pass responsibility off of this horrific homicide, perhaps they should take a look at our previous leader who created a country that allowed the Torres and the like into America in droves. Even when they would commit a crime and get deported, Barack Obama never kept them out, and there are countless victims who paid the price for this on their subsequent returns. Liberals shouldn't be blaming Trump for this teen's killing, they should be praising him for working hard to protect our borders and keep people like Torres far away from America. Please share this article to show your support for our president's stern stance on immigration and exonerate him of this claim that he's responsible for killing a Muslim teen. Her blood is on Obama's hands, not Trump's.